This is my non-biased review of Sinners 2025. Written, produced, and directed by Ryan Coogler, and that's final. Let's go! Now, the film's synopsis is as follows. The film is a primitive vampire flick set during the 1930s era during racial segregation, following the life of a pair of twins, Elias and Elijah, two hustlers that are opening up an old-time saloon/nightclub when vampires crash their grand opening. And then from there, all hell breaks loose and it's a no-holds-barred survival of the fittest. Vampires versus humans. Very similar to the From Dusk Till Dawn Robert Rodriguez film. That's what I kind of felt like. It was a more modern take on the From Dusk Till Dawn 90s vampire horror flick. Furthermore, the film's budget was $90 to $100 million, and this film was a box office hit, grossing and amassing a huge $363.7 million with a runtime of 137 minutes. So it is quite a long movie, being 2 hours plus in length. Now moving on to what I liked and what I didn't like about this movie. Overall, I liked this film, but I didn't love it. Touching on first with what I liked about this film. So I definitely liked the fact that it was a different kind of vampire film. It was unique and the story was very strong. Definitely an entertaining film. Definitely not your average horror film or vampire film, I should say, set during the 1930s during racial segregation. Definitely unique, and I love the story. Engaging, entertaining. Overall, the film's soundtrack was really cool. I love the soul music elements. Old school 1930s lead belly kind of guitar rock and roll. I love that era of music. Definitely that was a cool aspect of this film, and yeah, definitely a great horror film overall. One of the best horror films that I've seen of 2025, if I'm being honest. Okay, now touching on what I didn't like about this film. Now, there are quite a few things that I didn't like about this movie. Definitely the ending. I did not like the ending the way it ended. It kind of ruined the entire movie the way it ended. Also, the film is a very slow burn kind of film. Definitely, it took them a very long time to show the vampires in this film, and I would have liked to have seen more of the vampires in this movie. But yeah, also, I would like to have seen a little bit of a backstory to the vampires and also a backstory to the twins in this film, Elias and Elijah. It definitely didn't show much of their backstory, as well as the pastor's son in this movie. I would have liked to have seen more of a backstory about him. But yeah, the film just seemed very rushed. They tried to cram all these different stories, these people's lives into this one film, and it felt very rushed, and it left a lot of things unsaid and things that they didn't touch on in this film that I would have liked to have seen them touched on. Ultimately, like I said, I like this film, but I didn't love this film. Will I be picking that up on 4K? You can bet your ass I will. It was definitely nowhere near as good as some of the classic vampire films, The Lost Boys, or Bram Stoker's Dracula, or Blade 2. Those are some of my favorites, just to mention. Now on to rating this film out of 10. So, out of 10, I give this movie a score of 8 out of 10, and I feel that that is a very fair and accurate score for this film. Thank you all for watching, and that was my review of Sinners 2025, written, produced, and directed by Ryan Coogler. Now, if you've liked this video, don't forget to check out my previous video of Danny Boyle's new horror film, 28 Years Later. That film was mind-blowing. I definitely like that film a bit better than Sinners. That is my favorite horror film of 2025 so far. So check out that video. I'll put a link in the description to where you can watch that video. But I'm out of here, everyone. I'll catch you all in my next video. Stay safe, and I'll see you all then, folks. Have a good night.